and play. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
There is a, I'll use the word, when we say local, we'll take Moeller, Brush Creek, Lawrenceburg, Florence Speedway, and Union County Speedway into account. Florence Speedway, Lawrenceburg Speedway, and Moeller Speedway, in my opinion, are doing a great job on a week, not only on a weekly basis, but on the special events. They do a tremendous job. Brush Creek on a weekly basis is not too good, not doing too well. Now when they have special shows, they pack the stands, or if somebody gets out and promotes it, they do a decent job of putting on the show. Union County Speedway, I understand, and I did not go up there once this year, but I understand the track was in decent condition, but the fan count was poor because the promoter decides to cut the purse and he gets 4 or 5 late models, and the people won't come to see 4 or 5 late models. But overall, I attended the the IMIS show this past weekend, and the place was packed. There were a lot of vendors up there, and I look for racing in 2012 to be great.
So, crate motors versus super late models, or all that whole big deal?
Crate motors, in my opinion, are the thing of the future because of the cost. From what I've seen, Rayburn had a class of crate models versus the super late models, and you had to run a hard tire, and a crate motor got a weight brake and a spoiler increase, and that right there, I've seen some crate motors, especially on the shorter tracks like 3/8 mile, quarter mile tracks, that will stay right with the super late model motor. Now you take it on a high speed track such as Florence, they won't compete, but on the shorter tracks they will.
The tires, the tire situation. What do we got to do about the tire deal? Cause
well, no promoter will do it because the tire manufacturer, whether it be American Racer or Hoosier, pays big dollars out for supposedly for a points fund. The track promoter is supposed to use it for points, and they probably pocket it. However, if they made a 1 compound tire rule, it'd be a lot easier on everybody, the promoter and the racer, but that'll never happen because the more tires they sell, the more money gets put in their pocket.
So what do these tracks need to do to get fans in the stands?
Promote more radio, maybe TV, special shows, not the average weekly show. When I had the track way back when in 81 and 82, if you ran a $2,000 show, the people come out of the woodwork.
What are some of the things that the tracks around here are doing to themselves that is obvious that they're destroying themselves with?
Pissing racers off, running fans off. I mean, you know, I won't say a rule's a rule, but certain instances, I think you should give a warning before you do anything to anybody. And if a racer don't come, it takes away the fans that follow that particular racer.
So do we need superstars on the local level?
Nah, you need somebody who people cheer for. It doesn't have to be a superstar. You know, there's people that like this guy, there's people that like that guy, or that racer or this racer. And if that racer or this racer isn't there, the people don't come. They want to know where you're going.
And what's your thoughts on basically the fact that purses haven't went up in the last...
Promoters' greed.
Are they making money, John?
Well, on the sometimes on a weekly basis I can go over to Florence and say, he might have broke even, but then again, I can't count everybody that goes into the pits. If I could see their pit list, I think that Josh and Jerry King do a damn good job over there, and they, excuse me, they paid a purse from the pits, and what's left is the fans. You know, they, whatever fan base there is over there, whatever it is, to get in $15, count 300-400 times that, and that's what they make. However, I will say this: when I operated a track, you don't realize there's a lot of expense that people do not realize. There's insurance, which when I ran it back in the 80, 81, and 82 was $1,500 a night. I don't know what it went up to. There's the ambulance that they have over there, the pit help, the employees. There is a heck of an expense. The electric to light up the joint, to have the racers, there is a tremendous expense. You just don't go in there. I know I've heard people say, well, hell, he makes a fortune. There's a lot of money taken in, there's a lot of money spent. So.
And what about track surfaces? Every track pretty much kind of has their own nature of sorts.
Well, the own nature of sorts, in my opinion, it depends on the water. You take Moeller for an example. Moeller, mostly during the weeks, was dry, slick, and so on and so forth. And if you went at the last race they had, where they had no, well, we had a lot of rain, which is water, the track was in super condition. Maybe some holes here, some holes there, but it was tacky, and everybody went around there in good fashion.